Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me here today. Today I have the very much requested, long anticipated video about what items do I take with me to my craft fairs, how much do I charge for them, and all the good stuff that comes with going and doing a craft fair. Now, I've just got a selection of all the items that I sell. This is all the different types, but it's not obviously every item that I'll take with me. I just wanted to say that I don't do a huge number of craft fairs. This will be my one and only craft fair this year. That is down to other personal reasons as well, but I don't do a lot of craft fairs. I need to do more. I always do far better at craft fairs when people can see the products in front of them than I do online. Um, I also I'm not I'm not the best at pricing things. So I'm going to tell you how much I would charge. That's not to say that this is what you should charge. And I would like to have some feedback over what I'm charging for my items. Is it too much? Is it too little? When it comes to me trying to price my items, I'm trying to be very considerate over how much it costs me to make all of this. I am a crafter and I do buy an excessive amount of craft supplies. I know I do. You guys know I do with how many craft orders turn up. But I'm also very much aware that the way that the economy is right now, and I'm very much being specific here in the UK, I know the economy is not great anywhere, but I'm in the UK, so I can only talk based on this. And this is in no way a political video or a political channel, and I don't want to get into politics. However, there is a lot going on here in the UK, and there are a lot of people out there who are struggling to survive, who are struggling to put food on their table, to put heat in their homes. And I fear that that is only going to get worse as this year continues. We already know of changes that are going to make it harder for a lot of the people who live here. And so I'm very much aware that while people want to be able to buy gifts and want to buy things for people, most people don't have the money to do so. Um, so I try to make sure that my items are affordable. Do I think I could charge more for some of these? Yes, absolutely, I could. And if we were in an economy where that was viable and I could do so, I probably would reevaluate some of the prices. But I want people to be able to buy something. I'd love to be able to make this my full-time business. I love crafting. It's a passion. I absolutely love it. I've started the YouTube channel so I can share that with you guys. Can I make it a viable, long-standing business with the prices I charge? No. Can I do it because it's on the side? Yes. It is something that I do just to give me bit of pleasure in the making, and I can make a little bit of extra income on the side, but it is not my full-time business. I work full-time elsewhere, um, and I have no plans currently to leave that full-time business. But please let me know in the comments down below what you think of my prices. Let's get into the way I have my store set up. Now, I am going to take a video of me with my craft tables all set up so you can see exactly how I show it. But I always get two tables, two stores when I go to a craft fair, mainly because I've got so much stuff, but also so it allows me to split up how my table will look. So I will generally have my sewn items, my fabric items on one of the tables. Then I'll have my card and paper products on another table. They're together, so, and I have matching tablecloths so that people know very much that the table is together. But that's generally how I like to sort of fashion it and make it look. um I have I have a problem of FOMO, fear of missing out, but not from me, but for my customers. So when I go to these things, my cart is absolutely loaded to the brim of products. What I will do is I will try and get out as many different variation of each item as I possibly can on my table, but then I'll have under the table in boxes everything that I've got made up. So that if somebody comes to me and they say, "Oh my God, I really love these bookmarks, but I wish you'd got something that had strawberries on it," I can say, if I've got them, obviously, but I can say, "Yep, I make them with strawberry. Hold on a minute, let me have a look through my box," and I can get them out. And I've done that quite a few times. Specifically with like scrunchies, they take up a lot of space. I would get out as many as I possibly can, but I've always got at least two boxes at the side of me. And I have that quite a few times had people say, "Oh, I wish you did a scrunchie with this design," and I've been able to go through my box and find one because I know I do one. That's the way I do it. You don't have to. I know lots of people only take the bare minimum of stock. I envy them in a way because their pack up and setup time is a lot quicker than mine is. But I just hate the thought of somebody asking for a specific product and me saying, "Well, I do make it, but I don't have it with me." And because I don't do enough of these fairs and markets to be able to say, "I'll be at such and such next week," it means that they're reliant on placing an order online. People don't do it. Or at least I found they don't for me. So I do take a lot of stuff. Um, and I like people to be able to have a look. But like for Christmas, I will have all of my Christmas stock out, and I'll have normal stock there too, because I know some people are after Christmas specific and some people are after non-Christmas specific because they're looking for gifts. So I'm going to start off with the sewn items. A lot of these things you won't see me making. I tend to stick to my card making on my channel. However, if you'd like to see more of this sort of stuff on here, please do let me know. It is all made by me. It all comes under my branding. It's just when I started this channel, it was about me getting back into card making. So one of the first things I'll show you is I make some scrunchies. So I generally do two different sizes of scrunchies. These are my standard size of scrunchie. I have lots of different designs. So these are a couple of Christmas ones. So these have got like penguins on. These have got snowmen on. This one's a general design with dinosaurs, one of my most popular. I also do plain coloured scrunchies as well. For the most part, my scrunchies are made from bullet fabric or Liverpool bullet fabric, though I am struggling at the minute to get hold of any of this here in the UK. All the big suppliers that I used to use have stopped doing it. So I haven't really made any scrunchies this year. I've still got a good couple of boxes, so I'm going to take them with me. I also haven't changed my prices on my scrunchies in a few years, so my scrunchies are still priced at £2 each. I buy the fabric in anything up to a couple of meters. I cut the fabric. The elastics inside are 3/4 of an inch white elastic that I cut to size. I then sew it with a zigzag stitch. I have never had a scrunchie break on me. I'm still using scrunchies that I made a few years ago. I do have regular customers who see me at this fair in particular, because I come all the time, that will say, "I remember you from last year, I'm going to buy some more scrunchies." Is that a good price? I'm not sure. It was when I started a few years ago. Now I do feel like a lot of people are charging more than £2, but I do £2 or 3 for a fiver at my craft fairs for all of my scrunchies. I do have cotton ones. I have some that are made in stretch jersey. I have some that are made in patterned muslin cloth. But yeah, so I charge £2 for these, all handmade by myself. I love making them and I wear them all the time myself. The next size of scrunchie that I do are these. These are my XXL scrunchies. They are huge in comparison. Here is an XL, here is a standard scrunchie. There is more than twice as much fabric on these. I also use an extra wide elastic, so these are made with a 1-inch elastic. Again, I cut all the fabric to size, I cut the elastic to size, I sew it all up. It's entirely handmade. These are generally made with cotton or the muslin. I don't tend to use the bullet for these because it's quite a chunky fabric, and when I have tried, it's just been too much for these. Again, I have a really good range of different scrunchies on these ones, and for these I charge £4, which again, I'm probably not charging anywhere near enough for those, but I still struggle to sell them at £4, with lots of people saying that they are too much. I do £4 each or 2 for 7, making them just £3.50. All handmade, lots of different designs. So yeah, there's my scrunchies. Then at the side of my scrunchies, I will generally put my bows. So my bows range in price, and it depends on what bow slash hair clip I've got. They start as low as just £1 for these felt and glitter flowers. These are on the snap clips. Yeah, £1, perfect for a little girl's hair. I do tend to sell quite a few of these. I feel like this is a really good price. Maybe it's even too cheap, and that's why I sell a few. But yeah, £1 for these ones, perfect. Because they're nice, quick to put together, and they're only £1, people can buy a couple of these in different colours. And they've basically kitted their little girl or little boy out with lots of different colours for lots of different outfits. So I do £1 for these. And then these ones are on my old branding. I used to be made by Just a Caravan Crafter, and I've got so many bows. Some haven't been put onto new cards. They all get put onto new cards before they're put on my store, so these won't go on my store like this. But as well as doing things like on the snap clips, I have a lot of other things. So I have some that have like these little clay characters on. So this one here is a gingerbread glitter with a little gingerbread clay character. The gingerbread clay is handmade, but not by me. I do buy these in. They are handmade. It's on an alligator clip, and I charge just £1.50 for that. Again, it's probably too cheap. And then this one is it's a lot bigger of a hair bow. This is a double layer. We've also got the diamante middle, like belt buckle in the middle. I charge just £3.50 for these. I also have some that have like embroidery on. I do some really big bows. I do lots of little tiny bows. I have some just embroidery only clips. Like I offer a really good range. And again, there's probably people out there saying they're far too cheap for bows, but I'm trying to sell these. I don't want this stock to be sat with me. And I have done my pricings, and I am making a bit of money on that based on the actual like the actual supplies. Am I paying myself a full wage? No, probably not. It's just being honest. The next thing that I have is I have these wristlets. These are all made on leatherette. I think I've got some that I've also made on canvas as well, but they're lined with felt, so they're all really nice and soft inside. I do £2 each on these. But these can also be included in the 3 for a £5 on the mix and match with the scrunchies. So if somebody wants like a couple of scrunchies and one of these, they absolutely can. So the wristlets, if you haven't seen them, I have popped like a little bit of like an instruction on the back, but essentially you have the keyring hoop here. You can attach that to absolutely anything. I actually use one of these for my car keys. And then you have this, which is a wristlet strap that can go over your wrist. And helps you to carry your keys. You can use it for lots of other things as well. Like for me, primarily, I don't tend to use it for carrying my keys. I use it as a way of finding my keys in my handbag because it's quite a long strap. And I usually end up seeing the strap. I've got like a bright blue one. I usually end up seeing the strap before I see the keys, so I find it really helpful. But you can add it onto things like your purses. You could add them onto bags if you wanted. I've seen people use them on like water bottles. Somebody bought a few of these off me one year to attach to the doggy bag holders. She was like, I always end up chucking it somewhere and I can't find it. So she grabbed one of these, loved it, and ended up coming and buying a few more for some of her family members who liked the idea. So there's lots of different things you can do with them, but they're £2 each. Right or wrong, I'm not sure, but that's how much I sell them for, and I do quite well with those. Then we have, and lots of you will have probably seen these on my channel already, but I don't use them what they're intended for. These are the reusable face wipes that I have. Now, they are reusable face wipes. You absolutely can use these. I do use these. I have a set of these for my face. However, they're also really useful for lots of other things. So they're all handmade. They all have a cotton fabric top. And then this here is a really soft bamboo toweling. They can be machine washed. I put mine in my washing machine all the time, and yeah, they're really handy. But they don't just come in handy for that. Some of you will have seen these. So because they're handmade, I do like to quality check them just to make sure that they're looking pretty good. And sometimes they don't quite make it. Sometimes like an edge stitching hasn't quite gone right. Maybe I haven't tucked it in far enough, and I keep all of those. They're the ones I tend to use for myself. This is actually one. In fact, I've got a couple in my drawer. It's definitely, here we go. Look, here's another one. Lot. Because they're absorbent to a certain extent, it's toweling, and because I can machine wash them, I actually use these in my crafting to clear up my table, like my glass mat here. I can use this to wipe it down with. I use the cotton side to wipe my stamps clean as well. I try not to use the toweling bit because that can sometimes leave a little bit of fluff on my stamps if they're a bit sticky, but definitely the cotton side you can use for that. I've also had some people use them for like wiping their glasses and things because it's quite a soft toweling. I've not had anybody complain that it scratched their glasses or anything, so some people will use it for that sort of stuff. They're really, really handy. I price them at £1.50 for an individual one, or you can buy a pack of 3 for £3.50. So you're going to save yourself £1 if you buy the pack of 3. Some of the packs, like this one, has mixed colours, so they just complement each other. Some of the packs will be like 3 of identical. It depends on where I've had the fabric from. But those are my reusable face wipes, but can be used for lots of other things as well. Then the last sewn item is this. These are my fabric jar openers. I started making these a couple of years ago now, I think. I am terrible. I cannot open jars for love nor money. I really, really struggle. I think some of that comes down to my hyper flexibility that I've got, particularly in my fingers. I really struggle to grip anything really, really hard because what I find is that my joints will just bend backwards rather than like hold on to stuff. And because Chris works nights, he's away, so I can't always get into jars. And the number of times I've been super frustrated of not being able to get in, so I made these. They are a double layer cotton front with a non-slip on the back. They work really, really well. I do sell a few of these. They are £3 because of how much work it takes to make these. As much as it seems really easy, this backing gets stuck so much under the foot of my sewing machine, and I've had quite a few that have kind of ripped and things on the edges where it's got stuck and I've pulled it and it's jammed. And yeah, so I do £3 on these, but I do offer these at 2 for £5. So if you wanted to buy 2, you can save yourself £1 again on them. So I try and do offers and deals and things. And yeah, I've had a few people that have like come around with friends and someone said they want one and the other said they do, and I've gone, oh, I do 2 for a £5, and so they just do that because it saves them some money. So we have the jar openers. Then I pop those over there a minute. So the next thing that we have is the earrings, and you guys will have seen me showing you all the different charms that I've been buying for my earrings. I don't do a lot of jewelry making anymore, to be fair, but these are really nice little trinkety type gifts. There's something that I don't charge a lot for at all, but lots of people have been asking me kind of what they look like when they're made up, how much I charge, and how I display them. So I put them all on these craft card earring backs. I really like the craft ones. I don't know why, but I just really do. I probably ought to go for the white ones really to match the rest of my branding, but I just find the earrings look really nice against these. They've all been stamped with my stamper, and that's pretty much all the branding that I do on my earrings, if I'm honest. Every pair of earrings do have the rubber backs because I like to put the rubber backs on when I'm wearing my dangle earrings. Just helps to give a little bit more security on the back of them. So I've got lots of different ones. You'll all recognise these charms. So we've got these gorgeous Christmas ones. And again, I try to have Christmassy and non-Christmas. So we've got the gorgeous silver trees. Let's spin those round. These are those beautiful leaf ones that I said I was really excited by. So we have those. We have these. These ones are a set of charms. I did get these from Temu, but I got these like a year and a half ago. So they're an older charm. They still make beautiful earrings. Then we have the gorgeous Triceratopses there as well. I charge £1.50 for my earrings. When I've broken it down, because I have to be very careful, like as a consumer, and I'm trying to think as well as being a business owner as a consumer, if you turn up and somebody has lots of different prices on their earrings, but they all look pretty much the same, they're going to be a bit confused. So I tend to base my pricing on the most expensive charm. And then if I've got a charm that is cheaper, it just means that I get a little bit more profit out of that particular pair of earrings. £1.50 I found is a nice price to pay. People will pay that. They are only silver plated. We're not talking about like 925 sterling silver. We're not talking about gold. We're talking about plated items. And in terms of displaying it, as I say, I'm going to do a video, but I pop them on a earring spinner. I hook them onto the things, just one or two of each design, and then in the background I have more of them made up for if any sell. So that's what I price. Again, comments down below, let me know what you think. Is that too cheap? Is that too much? How would you feel? Then we're then now heading over to our card items. So I'll start off with some of the items you guys will know very much, and that's my cards. I sell a wide range of cards, lots of different sizes, lots of different styles. These happen to be some on my desk that I've just recently packaged, ready for the fair. In terms of my prices start from as low as just £1. So I charge just £1 for my 4x4s. Again, is that too cheap? I'm not sure. But I find I sell quite a few at £1. So we start off with £1 from these. We edge our way up. So this with the decoupage, because of the extra work needed to make that decoupage topper, I charge £1.75 for these. I sold 9 of these last year at £1.75. And then we work our way up. So this is a 5x7. These ones are £2. Again, sometimes I'm like, is that too cheap? Is that not enough? Like, am I too much? I'm not sure. And I'll take a wide range of both Christmas and non-Christmas cards as well, because you never know, people have birthdays all year round. So I try and mix and match it. But those are the prices we're talking when it comes to those. Then we have a range of bookmarks. Now, last year, I only had these ones. These are little magnetic bookmarks. They are made with leatherette, lots of different designs. This is just 4 that I picked out. I'll have like Christmas designs in there as well, summer designs, like autumny designs, and I charge £1.25 for these. They all have the strong magnets on the inside. I sold a fair few of these last year. People really liked them. So these are a repeat and ones that I do tend to bring. Then this year, I'm also bringing a set of these larger magnetic bookmarks. These have been made with card. I've printed these out myself. I've cut them out. I've used a punch to punch the corners out. All of these, to make them a little bit more longer wearing, have a holographic cover on them. We have some Christmas ones here that have a snowflake holographic. I don't think it's picking up because of the bag, but they do have holographic on them. Then I've got a range of these on. They're so cute. We've actually using one of these with Noah's books at night time, because it really is like a guardian, like a parent, a mom, a dad, a grandma, a granddad, a step parent, or somebody reading their book to their little one. And I just think they're so adorable. I'm really hoping that these are popular because I love them, and I've got them in lots of different characters and little animals and things. So I really like those. And then I've got just some standard reading ones. I do have some more adult only ones as well, but I didn't want to share them on here. But I do have some more adult only ones specifically for book readers, and I think they're just really nice. These ones are going to be, I'm going to start them at £1.50. Again, in my head, that's probably too cheap. They do have a full double magnet on here. They do have the holographic covering, but again, I want people to be able to have these and enjoy them. £1.50. I'm happy with that price for now. So we have that. And then I know I posted a video saying that I was going to make these bookmarks, and I have got round to doing them. I say I've got round to them, I have hundreds. I've actually been really good, and I've been putting them on the website, and I've already got over 90 different designs on the website ready to go. But these are a range of bookmarks. They're just standard. These ones in particular are ones I've printed. Some of them I've designed myself, some of them I've bought the designs and printed them out. They've then all been laminated to again give them that little bit more strength and make them a little bit more robust. There's lots of different designs. These ones are single-sided, but I've also made some using some of the decorative papers that I've got to hand. Those ones a lot are double-sided because the papers are double-sided. Again, I'm going for £1.50 for these because of how much ink and that they take, and I have to cut them out and then laminate them and things. But I think they're really, really sweet. I think most of these designs are already up on the website, so if you fancy any of these, please feel free to head over to my website and grab them before the fair, because I will have to shut my website off for a little bit while I have my fair so I can redo the stock. But yeah, £1.50 on these bookmarks. And then last but not least, the final thing that I'm going to be taking this year is I've made some stickers. These seem to be really popular, especially like your bookish type stickers. With the doggy in the book. Lots of people seem to be buying these to put onto things like their Kindles. So I wanted to be able to make a range of these, lots of different designs. They've all got a holographic coating on them. And I've got, again, lots of them. These aren't online yet, but they will be going. That one is a bookish one. As you can see, it has the holographicness on there. Now, these are all different sizes, to be fair. As you can see, like you've got the little doggy that's a different size to the round stickers. So these will be priced slightly different. I'm thinking about starting them about £1.25, £1.50 for the smaller ones. Heading up, we've got some really big ones that'll be around £2 mark, which in my head for a sticker seems really expensive. But then I look at other companies that are making these bookish style stickers, stickers that can go on the Kindle and things. It's actually not a bad price. So we'll see. I'm not sure how these are going to go. I've done a fair decent amount, like range wise, but I'm not sure. Maybe these will go better online. I don't know. And that is all the different types of things that I take with me. As I say, when I go on Sunday, I will try and take a little snippet, a little recording of my table. And I am planning on doing like a craft fair overview video so that we can kind of talk about what sold, what didn't sell, any comments that I've maybe had on like the pricing and things. But let me know in the comments down below, what do you think to those prices? Am I way off the mark with those? Too cheap? Too expensive? Am I hitting any just about right? If you've seen anything of these that you would really like, please let me know in the comments down below. I am really, really trying to put things on my website. As I say, I've got around 90 of these bookmarks on there so far. I've started to put some of these bookmarks on. Hopefully by the time this video is put up, there will be some other things on there. But if there's anything in particular you really want to have a look at, please let me know and I can focus on those next. I hope this has helped you. As I say, it's in no way you must sell them at this price, you must do them at this price. But if it's giving you any ideas, then I feel like I've helped you. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, a wonderful rest of your week, and as always, happy crafting.